and welcome back to Katie's Business Tips. Michael Lapede here in a series about building and running a rock-solid business. And we're talking about building a team that wins. The success of your team we've been talking about is the success of your business. It is critical to foster that united, cohesive group that works together to achieve the goals of your business as a unit, as a group, as a cohesive unit. Team building activities, of course, we talked about is a great way to bring people together, but also it's ways that you can start using to find their weaknesses and strengths as well. You need ways to find their weaknesses and strengths. You can do, online personality tests and things like that too. They help, but a lot of times team building and getting people together will tell you a lot. Here are 4 types of team building strategies you can choose from that help you build the team to succeed. Number 1, personality-based team building. A personality test, right? Like I said, you can do these tests, such as the Myers-Briggs, is one way to learn more about your team members. Each personality type has a role to play within the business, and also those personality types typically fit in certain roles in the business. And not only that, but you can learn the strengths and weaknesses of each other, and people can help each other when they're strong in one thing, weak in another. They can help one another as well. Second one is activity. Activity-based building. In an activity-based team building, team members participate in a series of challenging tasks typically, right? That's the goal. Not always, sometimes it's just fun. The purpose of these activities is to take them out of their comfort zones. These type of activities are most outdoors. We're talking about paintballing, mountain climbing maybe, whatever it may be, hikes. Although it may not seem relevant, team members find these activities highly rewarding and help them together and trust each other. And you're not going to do these all the time. Let's be honest. You're not going to have time to do that. We're talking like once in a while you're doing these things. You're not doing these things all the time. 3, skills-based team building. These types of activities help develop specific job skills. In skills-based team building, team members participate in training workshops to develop relevant skills. We're talking about leadership, negotiations, maybe sales, customer service is obviously a big one, right? So they're training together. They're working together as a team to build skills. And the other one is performance-based team building. These are type of activities look at problems within the team, workplace, and would probably involve an external consultant in most cases. And these are where you identify issues with the team and the work and you solve problems. You may want to build a code of honor, for example, or a system of values that everybody can abide by, right? And really, once you have that and you've worked through it as a team, you're more bonded because you work through it together and then you're all following the same guidelines. Whatever strategy you choose, remember that team building activities are a great way to ensure the team is working together as a unit and to their full potential for the success of the business. When there's understanding of each team member's differences in communication styles, personalities, right? The ways of thinking, the ways of there's just different personalities. It's more likely to contribute and respect each other as a team versus fighting all the time, infighting, putting each other down, talking down, and all these things. So these are very important. So thanks for being a part of our business tips, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.